So we're now in lesson number 5, which is determining geometric means and term of geometric sequence and geometric series. So what is geometric means? So when two terms of geometric sequence are given, the term between them are called geometric means. Para lang siyang ding arithmetic means, 'di ba, yung ini-insert siya sa gitna. Okay? So let's have an example number 1. Find the geometric mean between 12 and 192. So, geometric mean, insert natin between 12 and 192. So, 12 space, so yung next natin, that is the geometric mean, and 192. So, paano natin kukunin yan? Since this is geometric sequence, we will use the formula for geometric sequence, that is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 rn minus 1. So, yung a sub n natin, gagamitin natin tong third term at saka gagamitin natin yung first term. First, second, tsaka third. So, magiging a sub 3 is equal to the a sub 1 first term r n minus 1. So, hanapin natin dyan yung common ratio para mahanap natin yung second term natin. So, a sub 3 natin, that is 192. Equal, ang a sub 1 natin, that is the first term, that is 12. R natin, siyang missing. Then, yung N natin, that is 3 minus 1. So, magiging 192 is equal to 12 R raised to 2. So, paano natin hahanapin yung R? So, divide both side by 12 para makancel natin ito. So, gagawin natin 192 divided by 12. The answer is 16. So, 16 is equal to R squared. So, meron tayong squared. Square root natin yung 16. So, square root ng 16, the answer is 4. So, ibig sabihin, ang R natin is equal to positive, negative 4. So, yung common ratio natin, dalawa. It's either positive 4 or negative 4. So, kung positive 4 siya, ang sequence natin magiging 12. 12 times 4, ang sagot natin is 48 or magiging 12 tapos 192. So, yung next natin is negative 4. 12 times negative 4. The answer is negative 48. Okay? Next. Number 2 example. So, number 2. Insert 3 geometric means between 4 and 324. So, 3 geometric means. So, ibig sabihin we have 4. Blank, isa, dalawa, tatlo, then 324. So again, we will use the formula for geometric sequence, that is a sub n is equal to a sub 1r n minus 1. So yung a sub n natin, gagamitin natin, ito yung first term, second, third, fourth, fifth. So magiging a sub 5 is equal to a sub 1 r n minus 1. So ano yung a sub 5 natin? That is 324 equal a sub 1 natin, that is the first term, which is 4. R natin missing, then yung N natin, that is 5. 5 minus 1. So, magiging 324 is equal to 4. R natin raised to 4. Divide both side by 4. So, the answer is 324 divided by 4. Ang sagot natin is 81. So, 81 is equal to R raised to 4. At ano ang fourth root ng 81? 81. Ano ang fourth root ng 81? So, 4. I-calculator natin. We have 4. Shift. I-root natin. Fourth root ng 81. That is 3. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ang ratio natin is positive, negative 3. Since even siya, kaya dalawa. Kasi positive and negative 3 siya nun. Okay? So, lalagay na natin siya doon. Lalagay na natin. So, we have 4 times 3. The answer is 12. Times 3 again. The answer is 36. Times 3 again. The answer is 108. Okay? Kung negative 3 naman, ito positive 3. Kung negative 3 naman yung gagamitin nating ratio natin, so we have 4. So, 4 times negative 3, the answer is negative 12 times negative 3, times negative 3, the answer is positive 36. Next, 36 times negative 3, the answer is negative 108. The negative 108 times negative 3, the answer is positive 324. Okay? Next natin, number 3 example natin. Insert 4 geometric means between 3 and 96. So, 4 lang ilalagay natin. So, magiging 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, 96. So, 4 daw yung ilalagay natin. Again, we will use the formula A sub n is equal to A sub 1 Rn minus 1. So, ang gagamitin natin A sub n natin pang ilang term? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pang 6 term. So, we have A sub 6 is equal to the first term, Rn minus 1. So, A sub 6 natin, that is 96. A sub 1 natin, that is 3. Then, R natin, that is missing. Then, N natin is 6. 6 minus 1. So, magiging 96 is equal to 3. R, 6 minus 1 is 5. Divide both side by 3 para ma-cancel. So, we have 96 divide 3. Ang sagot natin is 32. So, dito ko nalagay. R raised to 5 is equal to 32. So, ano ang fifth root ng 32? So, i-calculator natin. 5, shift, ito yung root ng 32. The answer is 2. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, ang R natin is 2. Isa lang kasi add yun, diba? Yung root natin is add. Kapag add yung root natin, isa lang. Kapag even, magiging positive tsaka negative. Pwede siyang positive at tsaka negative. Next. So, kung ang ratio natin is 2, so, gagamitin natin to. 3 times 2, the answer is 6. Times 2, the answer is 12. Times 2, the answer is 24. Times 2, the answer is 48. And times 2, the answer is 96. Okay? So, let's go to geometric series. So, pag sinabi natin the geometric series, ito yung hinahanap natin yung sum ng isang geometric sequence. So, ang formula natin, we have S sub n is equal to A sub 1 multiplied by 1 minus R raised to n divided by 1 minus R, where R is not equal to 1. If R is equal to 1, then S sub n is equal to n times the first term. So, kapag ang ratio mo, nakuha mo is 1, para makuha mo ang sum, i-add mo lang siya kung pang ilang term. Example, ito yung example niyan. For example, ganito yan. Ang sequence natin, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, ganyan lang siya, diba? So, ano ang ratio nito? 2 divide 2 is 1, 2 divide 2 is 1, 2 divide 2 is 1. So, ang ratio niya is 1. Para makuha mo yung sum nito, di ba, i-add mo yan. Ang gagawin mo lang daw, n. So, ang sum niya, n times the first term. So, ano ba yung n natin? Hanggang saan? Hanggang 4, di ba? So, magiging 4 times the first term, that is 2. The answer is 8. Ganun lang daw siya. Tama ba? 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 8. Ganun lang. Okay? So, let's proceed to example number 4. Find the sum of the first 6 term of geometric sequence. So, para hanapin ito, gagamitin natin yung formula natin na yan. So, we have S sub n is equal to A sub 1 n ay 1 minus R raised to n over 1 minus R. So, S sub n natin hanggang ilang term? Hanggang 6 term daw. So, ibig sabihin, S sub 6. Then, the first term is 3. Then, 1 minus, ang common ratio natin, ano yung common ratio natin? 6 divide 3, ang sagot natin is 2. 12 divide 6, ang sagot natin is 2. Therefore, ang ratio natin is 2. Ratio is 2. Then, n natin is 6 over 1 minus 2. So, meron tayong 3. 1 minus 2 raised to 6. I-calculator natin. 2 raised to 6, the answer is 64. 64 over 1 minus 2, the answer is 1. Negative 1. So, magiging equal natin to, 3 times 1 minus 64, the answer is negative 63 over negative 1. So, magiging 3 times natin sa negative 64, ang sagot natin is negative 189. Negative 189 divided by negative 1, the answer is positive 189. Okay? Yun ang sum ng number 4. So, let's go in example number 5. Find the sum of the indicated number of terms in the given geometric sequence. So, letter A. So, we have A sub 1 is equal to 3, R is equal to negative 1, and N is equal to 9. So, we will use the formula. So, gagamitin natin yung formula. Mag-substitute na tayo gamit yung formula natin. So, S sub 9 na tayo. S sub 9 is equal to 1. First term, that is 3. First term, multiply by 1 minus the common ratio, which is negative 1. Raised to N natin is 9. Yan, over 1 minus negative 1. So, nag-substitute na ako gamit yung formula natin. So, solve na natin. S sub 9 is equal to 3 times natin. Negative 1 raised to 9, ang sagot natin is negative 1 pa rin. So, magiging 1 minus negative 1 pa rin. Ayan. Over 1 minus negative 1, ang sagot natin ay magiging, ito 1, magiging plus, so magiging 2. Equal, so magiging 3 times 1 minus negative 1, ang sagot natin is 2. Ayan. Over 2. Ayan. So, cancel, ang sagot natin is 3. Okay? So, yung sum niya is 3. Letter B. So, gagamitin ulit natin yung formula na S sub N is equal to A sub 1 times 1 minus R raised to N over 1 minus R. So, N natin is 51. So, S sub 51. So, first term natin is 8 times 1 minus negative 1 raised to N natin is 51 over 1 minus negative 1. Okay? Tama. Next natin, we have 8 times 1 minus negative 1 raised to 51. So, kapag add to, negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1, ang sagot pa rin natin is negative 1 pa rin. Okay? Over 1 minus negative 1, ang sagot natin is 2. So, magiging 8. 1 minus negative 1, ang sagot natin is 2. Divided by 2, cancel na to. Ang sagot natin is 8. Okay? So, next, letter C. First term natin is 3. Ratio natin negative 1. N natin is 12. So, magiging formula ulit. S sub N is equal to A sub 1 times 1 minus R raised to N over 1 minus R. So, S sub 12. First term natin is 3 times 1 minus ratio natin is negative 1. Ang N natin is 12. Okay? Over 1 minus negative 1. So, magiging 3. Ito naman. So, negative 1 raised to 12. So, ito magiging positive na siya. 1 is equal to positive 1 na siya. Okay? Over 1 minus negative 1 natin, ang sagot natin is 2. Equal. So, 1 minus 1, ang sagot natin is 0. So, magiging 3 times 0 is equal to 2. So, remember, 3 times 0, magiging 0 divided by 2. And 0 divided by 2, the answer is 0. Next, dito tayo. Gamitin ang formula. S sub N is equal to A sub 1 times 1 minus R raised to N over 1 minus R. So, N natin is 30. S sub 30 is equal to first term is 8. 1 minus R natin is negative 1 raised to 30 over 1 minus negative 1. So, magiging 8. 8 to, tapos 1 minus negative 1 raised to 30, the answer is positive 1, over 1 minus negative 1, the answer is 2. So, ito naman, magiging 1 minus positive 1, the answer is 0. So, 8 times 0 over 2. So, 8 times 0 is 0, divide 2, and 0 divide 2, the answer is 0. So, based on this example, we can conclude. So, what can you conclude? So, ano mapapansin yung pinagkaiba niya? So, kung dito, pareho ang given natin, nagkaiba lang tayo sa n natin, yung term. Pang 9th term siya. Ito, pang 51 term. Ito naman, pang 12th term, pang 30th term. So, as you can see, kapag ang term natin is odd number, if n is odd number, if n is odd, ang sagot natin sa sum natin is the first term. So, kung n natin is odd at ang ratio natin is negative 1, ang laging sagot lang natin is the first term. Tignan nyo. Ito, odd, diba? So, ang lagi mong sagot nun is the first term. Kung ratio mo is negative 1. Okay? Dito naman, kapag naman ng n natin is equal to even, o even yung n natin. So, ibig sabihin, yung s sub n natin is always 0. Okay? Tandaan nyo. If r is negative 1 and the n is even, therefore, s sub n is equal to 0. Kahit ilang sum pa yan, basta even siya, ang sum niya ay magiging 0. Okay? How about if the last term of a series is unknown? Is it possible to solve for the sum? So, it's not possible to find the sum if the ratio is greater than 1. For example, this sequence. The ratio is 2. The common ratio is 2. So, hindi mo pwedeng makuha yan into infinite kasi every time na ina-add mo siya, nagdadagdag siya ng nagdadagdag. Unlike sa mga previous example natin, if the ratio is negative 1, if the ratio is positive 1, basta positive 1 ang ratio natin, the sum is always n multiplied by the first term lang. If the common ratio naman is negative 1, depende siya sa term. So, if the first term, if the term na hinahanap natin hanggang term siya is odd, ang sagot natin sa sum is the first term. Kung namang even naman, ang sagot naman natin is 0. So, sum to infinity natin is r, if r is less than, is greater than or equal to negative 1, and r is less than or equal to 1. Doon mo makukuha yung infinity. Meron siyang sum to infinity. So, example natin tong number 6. So, to solve for the sum to infinity, meron tayong formula na a sub 1 over 1 minus r. So, kapag sum, dapat ang ratio natin is less than or greater than 1. Nasa between lang siya. Between 1 and negative 1. Nandyan lang siya sa pagitan yan. Doon mo lang gagamitin ito. Kapag nandyan lang siya sa pagitan, yung common ratio natin. Okay? So, example natin dito sa number 6. So, hanapin daw natin yung infinity niya. If the first term is 5 and the common ratio is negative 1/3. So, using the formula, we have s to infinity is equal to the first term, that is 5, over 1 minus the common ratio, negative 1/3. So, by the way, you can use calculator so para hindi kayo masyado mahirapan. So, 5 over, so, i-minus natin 1 minus negative 1/3. Yan. Negative 1/3. Yan. Ang sagot niya is, yan, 4/3. So, magiging 4/3 siya doon. Okay? So, then, 5 divided by 4/3. Ang sagot natin is 3 and 3/4, or kung naka-mixed number yan. Kung improper naman, ang gagawin lang natin, yan, dali, improper, yan, magiging 15 over 4 siya. Okay? Next naman natin, example number 7, yan. Find daw natin to sum to infinity ulit yan. So, first thing to do is to find the common ratio. Anong common ratio natin? 5 divided by 20, the common ratio is 1/4. So, ang ratio natin is 1/4. So, pwede natin kuhanin yung kanyang sum to infinity. Okay? So, to solve for the infinity, so we have sum to infinity is equal to, first term natin is 20 divided by 1 minus the common ratio that is 1/4 is equal to 20 over 1 natin minus 1/4. The answer is 3/4. So, divide natin. So, 20 divided by 3/4. Ang sagot natin is 26 and 2/3. Or, pwede natin siyang gawing 80 or 80 over 3. Nakuha? Yan. Okay. So, we're now done discussing lesson number 5. So, it's your time to do your activity in lesson number 5. So, in letter A, so you'll have to find the geometric mean between the given two numbers. So, ilalagay nyo dyan. Then, determine whether, letter B, determine whether each geometric series is finite or infinite. So, kung kaya ba siyang kuhanan daw or hindi. Kung kaya natin kuhanin yung sum niya by infinite or finite. Okay? Sasabihin nyo. Next, solve for the sum of the following geometric sequence. Show all your necessary solutions. So, write your complete solution here. So, letter D, apply the concept and skills about geometric series to solve for what is asked in each term. Okay? So, you will write your answer in a one whole sheet of paper o kaya sige, bond paper. Then, each lesson have a journal. Okay? So, goodbye everyone. Keep safe. God bless.